This video is starting on exercise 11.4, applying the skin modifier. So this should be rigged 2. We're going to go through page 255 through 261. So in this model, the joints have been scaled as best we can. The pose has been set up, and we're ready to sort of stick the alien body here to our biped model here. So right-click in any viewport and unfreeze all. We originally frozen the model so we couldn't mess with it. Now we want to, so you've got to unfreeze it. Select the alien and use Alt-X to exit see-through mode. So the alien body, Alt-X, there he's nice and blue. And turn off edged faces. Okay. So now if I click off, there's my alien. If the biped is not renderable, so even though you can see him sticking through here, when you go to do it for real, he wouldn't show up. It's got a modifier list. So with the alien selected, modifier, and I'm going to add a skin. So down here, I'm going to put a skin on him. The skin parameters, click the Add button next to Bones. From the Select Bones dialog, select all the biped objects and click the Select All button. Okay. Not the footsteps. So, oops. We want everything, which is a little annoying. We could select all. Okay. Display all. Select all. And let's go with, that's got to get open, that's got to get open, that's got to get open, that's got to get open. We want the biped. We want everything. Let's see if it gets everything in the, that's open. Yep, so we've got everything. Select all and select. So now in my list of things that should be stuck to this model, I have everything. Now we will remove the footsteps because I don't need the footsteps. Okay, so that is in there. Now select the model. We're going to go through exercise 11.5. We're going to test that this works. So select the model, right click again, and from the main menu choose Hide Selection. So I've got the alien. Okay. And we want to hide this selection because we don't want to see it. Now we just want to work with this guy. Move the time slider to frame 0, which it is here. Turn on Auto key. Select the entire biped. The best way to do this is to choose the Select by Name tool from the Select All button. So this is Select by Name, biped, Select All. Okay. So we've got everything in our list selected. Go to the motion panel. Okay. Click the figure mode to exit. Select the move tool, move the biped just a little bit. Alright, figure mode is on. Okay. Alright, we got figure mode on. And then move the biped just a little bit. Oops, just unselect it. There we go. And move them just a little bit. Alright, so now we have a default back to normal keyframe right here. Select the right upper arm. Control click. To get the upper arm, set the reference coordinate system for the rotate tool to local. Shown in figure 117. Move the timeline to 15. Rotate the arms. And wrong one. Negative 55. Should have angle snaps would make things a little bit better. Now select the right and the lower left arms. Alright, and we want to rotate them in about negative 55 degrees. So something like that. Why didn't his hand go with me? My hand's being a little wonky, but that's okay. Move the timeline to frame 30. Select the upper arms again, this time rotate 45 degrees on the blue wire. Okay. In the timeline, shift click the keyframe and drag it to frame 50. That copies it. So save our original pose, but that's okay. We really care about that the skin works. So we will unhide all and see if his arms go with my model, which they do, not necessarily in a perfect world or a perfect way, but they are stuck there and they will move appropriately. So that is good. Same thing if we were to, let's say, just move his leg. Right? The model goes with it. So now we have this motion. Here we want his leg back. We apparently never saved that. Back, right? And most importantly, if you skin it right, the model goes with it. But the trick to skinning is you can actually select everything. If you just click on biped, it's not going to, you don't get everything selected, right? So I just do that, and I don't go up here and select all. It doesn't get the hierarchies underneath. Now, this is rigging 1. Going 11.6, tweaking the skin modifier. So we need to mess with the area of influence. We don't want, if I move the arm, I don't want part of the skin being affected. So with the alien model selected, so the alien body, okay, I'm going to go back here so I'll actually move things. We'll turn off auto key. With my skin modifier selected, my alien body, envelope, edit the envelopes, see the color gradient swatches around it. The gradient shows how heavily weighted the vertices are. Select the biped upper arm object. Now it's cat's eye, spine, neck. Left upper arm, right upper arm. I'll do it on the left, and it doesn't really matter. select the object from the name, the list, and the skin parameters, or just click the representation of the bone in the model. Okay. Set the vertex at the end and move it. Oh, wait, we don't have our skin modifier, do we? Disappeared. So we got the right upper arm selected. Oops, edit envelopes. Right upper arm. Alright, we go. Now if I zoom in, my apologies for clicking through the wrong list, you can see this area of influence. Now, because we're not in the default, it's not quite right, but with the vertices set, I can move it. Okay? And that's going to affect what parts of this model. See, as I go down, I say, oh, I want this area of influence to include that. Oh, no, I don't want that to go, so I need to leave that alone. Right, and I also don't want to extend past. Okay? So, as the vertex moves, I move it towards the clavicle. So I need to move it up a little bit and in. This would be a lot easier if I was actually having the arm out straight. So you're going to move these in, the points in the inner envelope as well. So that's the outer envelope and the vertex point at the end. I'm going to move it to scale so that hopefully my arm is only the only thing that's moving. Alright, so right now I'm kind of grabbing part of his body, and I wouldn't want that. So I'm gonna make these areas of influence much smaller, so that when I move his arm, the right part of the arm actually goes with it. So you're going to go through and fix these, and then paste it to the bones and everything else through page 261. Alright, so the way to find it is you come through your select list, and then you're going to modify it accordingly, but do it obviously with the arm out straight, or this isn't going to line up at all, and you're going to start messing with weird stuff like I have. But that is how to find the selection. And this is end of rigging 2.